I had this really terrible pattern of getting into relationships with people who were really well-meaning, but I would get into relationships with them based on, oh, you can give me this and I can give you this, and we're gonna pretend that this is equal, but it's not. Doing that was actually just me trying to avoid and self-sabotage what I actually really did want. And honestly, the only reason that I was doing that is because I was afraid of having what I really want, which is a really stable home life, which is a really secure home life. And the reason that I was afraid of this is because my inner child was so scarred from my parents' divorce when we had to pack up, leave everything, leave my entire family behind, and I don't have a good relationship with them, then or now. For a reason. It's not. I'm actually really grateful that my mom packed me up and we moved away, but this was really traumatic for my inner child to experience, this experience of having to leave everything that's so stable, thinking that you're gonna go and you're gonna have something stable and something that's gonna be better, thinking that it's gonna be better, and then it actually turns out that the same experiences that you were having originally were just mirrored in a different situation. And so my inner child had this idea that if I do something that's risky, if I do something that's really scary, and then I'll do it and then I'll just fail anyway, what's the point if I'm just going to be in the same energy? And honestly, it took me going in and rewiring this whole fucking brain of mine and understanding myself on such a deep level to the point where I could actually understand why those patterns were being recreated. And now I fully understand myself, my lineage, my bloodline, my mom, my patterns, my ancestral trauma, all the shit. And I realized that my inner child was trying so hard to run away from all of that stuff that she ended up subconsciously creating more of it for herself to learn from, because this is what we do as human beings. We're trying to evolve. This is what our brains do. They're trying to protect us and let us evolve at the same time. It just creates this energy of avoidance, but then the avoidance causes it to be smacked right in your face. And I faced this so much in my life, and I had to understand why the pattern was coming up, and a lot of it had to do with worthiness issues, a lot of it had to do with past life issues, a lot of it had to do with energy bodies that I was attached to, unequal energy exchanges. And taking my power back is the only thing. And what I mean by taking my power back is I no longer engage in narratives or behaviors that solidify the fact that that was a bad experience for me, because it really wasn't. It's actually what taught me everything and made me who I am, and I love that I got to experience all of that. But if you don't have that mindset about it, and then you connect with other people who have trauma and pain, they're gonna try and bring that pain out of you. And so that's what was happening to me in my relationships. It would be so good at first, and then later down the line, all this pain would come out. And it was only because I wasn't dealing with the pain first and foremost, so my relationships forced me to deal with it. And it feels so good to know that I've taken the time to deal with all of that and to wrap up that chapter of my life so that I can move forward, so that I can have that security and stability without feeling like I'm gonna lose it. Because I know that that well-being is so strong, that source of well-being, that flow of well-being, that channel of well-being is so strong that it's inevitable for me to receive it. And I didn't feel like that before because I didn't feel loved. Like my inner child didn't feel worthy or loved enough to receive that. But now she does, because I've taken the time to give her that love and that validation. And inner child healing work is not easy stuff, man. It's definitely like going into your mind and asking the hard questions and allowing yourself to really unravel the stories and the narratives that you're telling yourself so that you can show up better for yourself and so that you can be the best version of you and create the best for everyone around you, even if that means being selfish sometimes. And when you're ready to hop in a one-on-one container and unravel that little beautiful mind of yours, I'll be right here awaiting your message, and I can't wait to read your application.